is also battling the media over that report on President Biden's mental state. A spokesman for the president, if you can believe it, sent a letter to the head of the White House Correspondents Association saying, quote, many outlets have reported striking inaccuracies that misrepresent the report's conclusion about the president, and reporters in the White House briefing room have asked questions that include false content or are based on false premises. Joe Concha is a Fox News contributor, and he joins me now. Joe, so you have Ian Sams scolding the White House press corps yesterday, singling out CNN, CBS, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Associated Press. He says that all of those news organizations misunderstand the special counsel's report. Really?
Yeah, Carly, all of you are wrong, but we're right. I mean, it's amateur hour over at the White House press office again. I mean, talk about panic in all caps. And what this move by Ian Sams does is continue to keep this story, which is one of the most damaging to this president and this administration in the news cycle even longer. Here are the facts. In his conversation with Robert Hur, Joe Biden could not remember what year he became vice president. He could not remember when he exited the vice presidency. And when Biden himself broached his late son, Beau, he reportedly could not remotely remember what year he died. So Ian Sams could attempt to work the refs all he wants. The bottom line is that nearly 9 in 10 Americans, according to a new ABC News poll, do not think this president has the mental capacity to be president for another term. That is also devastating. And once an impression like being too old and too mentally far gone is made with voters, that's the type of toothpaste you can't put back in the tube, Carly.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, Joe. You have to wonder what Ian Sams' goal was here. It was clearly to counter this report and try and get the Biden administration's narrative in the bloodstream. But what really happened is he just extended this story even longer, because now we're talking about it again. And now you have Fox News has confirmed this reporting that it wasn't Robert Hur who asked about Beau Biden's death. It was actually President Biden who brought it up himself. So what about that?
And what about that? It seems to be a crutch for him whenever he has to grab onto something when he's trying to make a point. It's almost like a sympathy card that he plays over and over. And it's horrible that his son died, of course, and that happened in 2015. But again, this president, when you watch him, he always says, watch me. We are watching you, sir. And I watched his schedule this week. And for 3 straight days, Carly, he had nothing on his public schedule. And he's getting the daily intelligence briefing on 2 occasions in the afternoon. Why? That should be the first thing that you receive when you wake up early in the morning like we do. But this is a president clearly that by 2028, the 86-year-old version of Joe Biden, what are we going to get at that point if he wins the presidency again in re-election? I don't want to think about that, and I think many Americans are rejecting that notion as well.
Well, here's something from the president yesterday, Joe. He revealed what he's giving up for Lent. Watch this quick clip here.
All right.
What are you giving up for Lent? President Biden's here.
He said you guys, meaning he's given up the media for Lent and talking to journalists. It has been 123 days, though, since the president sat down for a major network interview. So it doesn't even look like he needs to give it up for Lent, Joe.
Carly, the whole point of Lent is giving up something you do or eat or drink on a regular basis. How could Joe Biden give up the press when he almost never speaks to them? I mean, remember on Tuesday, he said he'd take questions from the White House press corps on Wednesday or Thursday. Don't believe that ever happened. And to your point, hasn't done a television interview since October. So that's where we're at this point. It's just a joke at this point.
Joe, we're saving the best news for last, because I would love to wish you a happy birthday. Today, I'm being told today is your birthday. You're turning 39 years old again. How are you going to celebrate the weekend?
The anniversary of my 39th birthday has come again. And look, I'm going to go clubbing, Carly. Hopefully you could join me. Maybe Todd, we could get wherever he is as well. And we'll have some fun, just like we did when we actually were 39. Actually, you're not even 39 yet. I'm jealous.
I am not. Bottle service for your 39th birthday. I'm in. Joe, happy birthday. Have a great weekend.